How's it going? I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe. Very nice to meet you. I'm Angie.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, this is a surprise.
I'd love to hear about your family's health journey a little bit.
Sure. My daughter was diagnosed about 5 years ago with epilepsy, and at the time she was 12. That came as quite a shock because up until then she lived a very traditional, normal, typical adolescent life. I took my daughter, Paige, and her girlfriend on spring break, and then the morning we were getting up early to go catch our flight home, out of the corner of my eye, I just saw this. I'll never forget, I saw this motion, and then she just fell backwards. I immediately ran to her. She was having a full-blown grand mal seizure. I called 911 and just sat next to her. She came to in the back of the ambulance, and she had no idea what had happened. So I had to explain to her that, you know, you just had a seizure out of nowhere. I've never had anything like this, and never going to the hospital. And it was pretty scary. In that moment, yes, I was terrified. Shocked, scared, confused, you know, every emotion you could think of. I knew I just had to be mom strong, you know, just be mom strong and you can deal with your emotions later. Yeah. We're very fortunate that we have found the magic combination of medication to manage her seizures.
How did Kroger Health help support you and your family through that time?
With epilepsy can come a lot of medication. Mm-hmm. And with all that medication becomes very dependent on a pharmacy as a parent. And when I found out when I was in our previous pharmacy and they said they were closing, I just remember thinking, well, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do now? I was a nervous wreck. And so I had spoken to many people in my community where I live, and they all said Kroger, go to Kroger. And I mean, I'm a mom of two, so I'm at Kroger pretty much every other day anyway. So it really was a no-brainer to use Kroger Pharmacy. And so I was in there one day and I stopped by the pharmacy and I said, I'm a nervous wreck to transfer this stuff over. I'm so worried something's gonna go wrong and she's gonna miss a dose. And this pharmacist, she was an angel really, because she looked at me and she said, I understand. She has a son who has epilepsy also.
Wow, really?
And it was just one of those moments where if I could have jumped over the counter and hugged her, I would have.
What would you say to somebody considering switching to Kroger Health?
Absolutely, it's a no-brainer. Kroger is everywhere, right? It is. And so I have family in Toledo, and if I'm in Toledo and I need something, I can go to Kroger and they can help me out there. Mm-hmm. While you're getting your food, while you're running to the bank at Kroger, you know, you're picking up your gallon of milk, I gotta pick up a prescription. I mean, it's just easy and so convenient.
So how are you gonna continue to use Kroger Health for Paige in the years to come?
Yes, as of right now, absolutely. I mean, she's young for her grade. She'll be 18 in August, and so Mama is still managing her meds. I think part of her development and growth is knowing that she has a pharmacy like Kroger Health that is consistent and dependable, and somebody that when she's ready to start making those phone calls and be the one to pick up medication, she can. That smooth and ease that Kroger Health provides will just help her transition into managing as an adult.
So what does care mean to you, and how does Kroger Health show that they care?
It encompasses a lot of Kroger Health, from the whole experience you get when you go there, when you're at home and they're sending you messages, or when you call if you have a question. For me, care is the whole package that you get with the Kroger pharmacy experience, for sure.
Sounds like you're pretty passionate about Kroger.
I kind of feel like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Some days are hard to believe.
Hey Joe, how's it going?
But at Kroger Health, care is real.